So for this order, I'd like to choose a custom size, and I'd like to have a border placed on my canvas. So I'm going to scroll over to the border/digital stretch gallery wrap. And once I have that selection made, I'm going to come in and decide that I'd like a square size because the canvas that I'd like to order today is going to be a 13 by 13 inch canvas. And as a reminder, as we talked about before, these are only the standard sizes that are listed, as we do offer over 5,000 custom sizes at Simply Canvas. So as we saw in the previous order, down at the bottom right corner of each of the sizing selections, you're going to find the custom size template. So I'm simply going to click on that, and I'd like to just take a second to take you back to the Simply Canvas homepage and show you the custom sizing calculator. By being logged in and clicking on pricing, then scrolling right over here to the custom gallery wrap prints pricing, you'll find an interactive custom size calculator. And what I'm going to do is just type in the size for my custom canvas and hit calculate, and you'll see the price comes up right there. Since we can't list all of our custom sizes within the Rose system, that means that we also can't list their pricing. So what we do recommend is that you come to this custom sizing calculator so that you do have an idea of what the charge will be for your canvas. So once I've decided that I'd like a border/digital stretch gallery wrap with a custom size and I have all of that selected, I'm going to do what I did before and click on, or rather, pardon me, drag and drop my image into step 3. For this selection, I am going to just move my image a little bit to make sure that it's cropped the way that I would like it to be, and then move down into step number 4. Now step number 4 is going to be slightly different than it was in our previous order, mostly because the first option now is to enter our custom size. So since I do have a custom size, you're going to see custom size border options. We're going to click on that box and type in 13 by 13. Now that's going to allow Simply Canvas customer service as well as the printing department to know that this is the option that I would like to have done. And just a reminder, as we talked about before, that you're going to need to resize this image appropriately in Photoshop prior to bringing it into the Rose system, and add the additional inches per dimension as we talked about before prior to bringing it into Rose. So the next selection is the stretcher bar frame options, and for this one I'd like to order the thin gallery wrap 3/4 inch frame. And then the next selection is going to be our border options. There are 4 border options, which if you would like to have a little bit more information on the border options prior to ordering them, there is a video tutorial that's going to give you a product overview of everything offered at Simply Canvas, and you'll be able to have a visual of all of the border options prior to ordering them. So you can choose from having a black border around the image, a white border around the image, or we do custom colors. When you choose this selection, the custom colors, you're going to have the option to enter into this box the color that you'd like to have. Now for the sake of this image, we could type in, for instance, the brown of the building, or we could take our color picker in Photoshop and hover over the brown of the building, notice the code that would come up with that, and then enter that code, the Photoshop color picker code right here. Then our Photoshop team would be able to directly match that color for you. If you would like the digital stretch option, you would simply click on this and it would be digitally stretched for you for an additional $10. For this print, I would like a white border around my image, so I'm just going to click on that. And then we have the same color correction and retouching options as we had before. Again, I would like the print team to tweak the color for my canvas if necessary. And then for this canvas, I'd like to select the open back with wire hanger. And at the bottom, as always, you're going to see the split panel and the digital painted service. So let's not forget to change the quantity of our canvas order if we would like, and then we'll just simply add that canvas to our order.